On Thursday this week, Notre Dame offered a top 300 wide receiver out of Chicago in Malik Elzy. This is a receiver we'd been talking about months ago, a guy at about 6'3" and 200 pounds, guy who's a vertical threat, a little bit of Deion Colzie to his game, as I mentioned here in a little bit. Let's jump into his film. Wide receiver Malik Elzy. Here's just a look at what this guy looks like. 6'3", 398 pounds. This is a guy who's more of a possession receiver body type, but as you can see here, he can beat you deep. I think he has a bit of Deion Colzie to his game. Here's Notre Dame quarterback commit Steve Angeli with boom 7-on-7 and throwing a ball up for Elzy. This is a guy who can really go up and get it. Whether he beats you, gets some space deep, or he just outmuscles you for the football, verticals and things like that. He does an outstanding job. Now, as you can see here, he's a guy who can run other routes, obviously, other than verticals and posts and things like that. But it's these jump balls here along the sidelines and things of that nature. He really shines. And here you're going to see him go up with an outstanding one-handed catch, getting a foot inside the back of the end zone. A big target, again, at 6'3" and around the 200-pound mark out of Chicago. Now, he's also great, creates a really good mismatch sort of over the middle, creating a big target. As you can see there, does a good job on sort of hot routes, running along the seam and things like that out of the slot. But it's really his sort of vertical presence, at least at the high school level, and his ability to go up and get it, out-muscle defensive backs for the ball. But he also seems to have kind of deceiving quickness where he gets behind coverage so often as this big receiver. Now, again, sometimes he lines up along the seam here and he'll run sort of these seam routes and posts, things of that nature. And he's a tough kid who can take a shot. You can see him lined up here in the slot, catching a ball over the middle, takes a big shot, takes care of the football. Really like this kid. I really do. And here he is, again, going to run a vertical route. And whether he's in tight coverage or not, those 50-50 balls are often look more like 80-20 balls in his favor. He can go up and get it. So as you saw there, a lot to like about this receiver. And, the fact that he's from Chicago, I would see Notre Dame would probably have a shot with him. He plays 7-on-7 football with Steve Angeli, and certainly is a guy who, I'm sure knows Carnell Tate and other Chicago-based athletes that are connected to, recruited by, or playing at Notre Dame right now. So we'll keep an eye on him, an exciting prospect. But that's it for me. I'm Kevin Sinclair. Thanks for tuning in to Irish Illustrated at irishillustrated.com.